Is Etsy going to introduce live selling to their marketplace and really kind of change their trajectory as far as adding this, like similar platforms like Whatnot and eBay? It could really help out sellers on the platform. So let's discuss if they're going to do it, if they're not going to do it, why they should do it, and how it could benefit you as a seller. So live selling is exploding. It's basically like QVC for the digital age. It's real-time video shopping where sellers get to show off their products, answer questions real time, create urgency, have deals, interact with their buyers. So it's really, really popular right now. And platforms like Whatnot have grown exponentially because of this, solely from live selling. It's a huge platform now. eBay launched its own version with live auctions, and in Japan they actually have live commerce being part of the cultural norm, and they do it with they split up their stores where half the store is set up for live selling, half the store is set up for in-person selling. So it's a pretty neat concept. So it's become really, really popular because it's fun, it's interactive, it builds trust because you get to interact with who you're buying from right away, and you can demo the products in real time, see them in use, see them being used, see them being interacted with. So I think it helps from a selling point. So I think Etsy could really benefit from live selling, introducing it on the platform. And they've actually they've been revamping their app a lot. So it would make sense to introduce some live selling element to their app. I think they should do it because it humanizes the platform. You know, Etsy is all about handmade and human connection. So it kind of fits in well with kind of what their kind of mission is. It lets artists and makers showcase their personality, process products in a way, no static listing ever could. It creates better engagement, which equals more sales. So shoppers love story-driven purchases. So you could basically show your, if you're a pottery maker, you could show your clay on a wheel, then offer the finished product. So it can be interactive, and you could show off your skills and really take things to the next level. Sellers are ready. So many Etsy sellers are ready to go live on the platform because a lot of them already are doing Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So this is a natural transition to just do live and sell your stuff on the platform. And it could help Etsy dominate international markets. So if Etsy wants to grow to Asia, Japan, Korea, China, live selling is important because it's growing so rapidly over there that it makes sense for them to be able to grow into those markets with live selling as well. And again, it builds trust. Buyers get to ask questions real time. And I think it can really help the growth of the platform. The reason they haven't introduced it yet, and they have no plans, I don't think, on rolling this out, or at least they haven't made any announcements, even though behind the scenes they could. But they may be hesitant because, not every seller wants to go live. So a huge chunk of Etsy sellers are introverts or part-time hobbyists. So they signed up to sell their products, not become live stream hosts. So they may not want to go live, which is fine. They don't have to. But if a lot of sellers don't want this, and they polled a lot of sellers, maybe they don't. I don't know. Tech challenges. So live video inside the marketplace isn't easy. Etsy would need to build a new infrastructure, which is very expensive. They would have to implement content moderation so it doesn't glitch out, and make sure people are, saying the correct things and there's no craziness going on. So that's a pretty big lift. It increases the risk of spam and scam. So live streaming opens the door to copycats, bad actors, inappropriate content. So Etsy would have to introduce strong filters to protect buyers and brand reputation, which is what they're doing already, but this is kind of taking it to the next level. It could change the vibe of the platform. So some shoppers go on Etsy because it's quiet, calm, and curated, not for flash sales and auctions. So a badly integrated live feature could feel off-brand, and it could actually hurt the platform if they do it wrong, which, if you know Etsy, sometimes they roll out things that's completely messed up. That's pretty much the same with every platform out there. So Etsy doesn't need to force every seller to go live. This is the if they do this, they don't have to force people to go live. They could offer live selling as an optional feature for shops that want it. Imagine going from live from your shop dashboard, having pinned products to show up on video, getting sales while interacting with real customers. It could be a game changer for product launches, holiday sales, limited edition drops, behind the scenes studio tours. So I mean, it could really kind of take things to the next level for some shops and some people that really want it to. But bottom line, Etsy is built on creativity and connection. Live selling does check both of those boxes, and it's already proven to work. Again, with the big platforms out there already doing it and making millions and millions of dollars off of it. So the question isn't if Etsy will add live video, it's how soon they'll do it and whether they can do it right. Because I think sooner than later, they're not going to have a choice. I think they're going to have to do it because of the direction that these other platforms are going in, and it's something that consumers want. They have to listen to consumers. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Would you actually do live selling if Etsy rolled it out? Would you try it out? I think a lot more people would than they realize. I know it's a little scary, but I think it's an opportunity for additional growth. So I think a lot more people would probably try it out, which I think is a good thing. And Etsy and other e-commerce platforms have been down, the last year or so. So I think it's important to try some new stuff to kind of invigorate the marketplace and do more and give more for sellers on the platform, more additional ways to engage with their buyers and make more money. So this would be a great way to be able to do that. And if you're an Etsy seller and you want to learn how to improve your shop, grow, you want a supportive place to come, hang out, learn, be motivated, come over to the Etsy Games VIP program. It's a fun place to hang out, learn. There's courses in here. We do live group coaching calls. I do your SEO for you. I help you with product trends so you can release in-demand products to sell more. So many benefits of this program, and it's not some weird, expensive, spammy Facebook type place or again, something that's like thousands of dollars because you're trying to grow your shop. You don't have thousands of dollars. So right now, there's a free trial, and then it's just $10 a month. Minimal investment, tons of value. My goal is to get you in there, keep you in there with tons of value, tons of support. You work with me and other trusted Etsy sellers in there that are all working together to grow their shop. So it is a safe, positive, friendly place to be, to grow and learn. So try it out for free. I highly suggest, or I highly guarantee, if I could talk, maybe I can talk. I highly guarantee that you'll like it and you'll want to stay for a long time. I have a lot of members that have been with me for a long time working to grow their business, and selling is a lonely journey. So it's nice to come to a place that you can come and hang out with other people, ask questions, get help from real people that are actually doing it, actually growing their business, and have been doing it myself for over 10 years and have made over $500,000 on the platform. So there's a link below. Come, hang out, see you on the other side. Other than that, I'll be back soon with some more good stuff for you.